CBS 2's Enrique Correa is live in the newsroom with the details. Enrique?
Cindy, Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., and Jam Master Jay, all unsolved murders. Today, heavily armed police in California went searching for evidence that could lead to the killers.
CBS 2's Enrique Correa joins us now live from St. Albans. He has the story. Enrique?
Michael, it's a very sad day here in St. Albans, Queens, as the funeral for Jam Master Jay just ended about 10 minutes ago. As you can see behind me, hundreds of people gathered here to say goodbye to a hip-hop legend.
Enrique Correa joins us now from East Williamsburg with the rest of this story. Enrique?
Around 15 minutes ago, they started a memorial right behind me for Ernesto Reyes, and it says, "We will always love you and remember you."
Enrique Correa is live in Mineola now with more on that story. Enrique, tell us about this.
Ernie, the sweepstakes is called El Gordo, and if you receive one of these notices, watch out, because it's a big scam.
CBS 2's Enrique Correa is back at his post in LaGuardia Airport with the story. Good morning, Enrique.
Good morning, Lou. It's going to be a very, very busy day here at LaGuardia Airport. The lines are very, very long. They start behind me, then they loop around the bend here. Let me show you how long these lines are.
Enrique Correa is live outside the court in Lower Manhattan with the very latest. Enrique?
That's right, Cindy. The jury is still deliberating upstairs. They're trying to find out if Rocco Graciosa is guilty of assault or is it just a case of self-defense. New York Giants Super Bowl dreams may be over for now, but New York football fans still have the Jets to root for as they take on the Oakland Raiders this Sunday. In Astoria, Queens, Enrique Correa, CBS 2
Reporter
News.
Enrique Correa is live in Yorktown Heights with more on this. Hello, Enrique. How you doing?
How you doing? They sure got a lot of snow up here, but people here in Yorktown Heights tell me they're used to it, but now they're cleaning up from the mess Mother Nature left behind.
Live now in Ocean Hill with details. Good morning, Enrique.
Good morning, Lou. It's a horrible way to start a Christmas. A possible gas explosion caused this building behind me to explode.
Enrique Correa joins us now from East Williamsburg with the rest of this story. Enrique?
Around 15 minutes ago, they started a memorial right behind me for Ernesto Reyes, and it says, "We will always love you and remember you, Boo-Boo." This was the last picture taken of Ernesto Reyes at a New Year's Eve party just hours before he was gunned down. Police say the 15-year-old was walking home from the party when he got into an argument with two men in separate cars. When the argument escalated, Reyes ran and the two men began shooting. When Reyes got to the front door of his building, he could not get in because it was locked and he did not have a key. Ernesto's mom, who did not want to appear on camera, told us she could not hear her son screaming for help.
And that's why I couldn't get in. The door downstairs was locked. He was crying for me. He was calling me.
When Ernesto could not get inside his building, he ran across the street to this homeless facility run by the city. But Reyes' family says the guard on duty refused to open the gate and let him in. Police say he was then shot to death. Rosa Ramos is Ernesto's godmother. She says the security guard could have saved him.
That was wrong of them, because they could have let him go inside and call the cops. They got the ability to do it, and they carry their own gun to try to save somebody. He didn't deserve to die like that.
The homeless facility would not comment about the shooting, but Mayor Bloomberg says his office will look into the incident.
What's clear is that a young boy is dead, and it's a great tragedy, and we're investigating. But before we go rushing to criticize the people who are running the shelter, I just don't know what the truth of the matter was.
Police need your help in solving this case. If you have any information, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. That number, once again, is 1-800-577-TIPS. We're live in Brooklyn. I'm Enrique Correa, CBS 2 News. Back to you in the studio, Ernie.
Enrique,
CBS 2's Enrique Correa is live in the newsroom with the details. Enrique?
Cindy, Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., and Jam Master Jay, all unsolved murders. Today, heavily armed police in California went searching for evidence that could lead to the killers. Police raided the record company of rap mogul Marion Suge Knight, along with 16 other locations in Las Vegas and the Los Angeles area today. Police say the raids are part of a murder investigation. They served 17 warrants related to unspecified murders. Suge Knight is not under arrest. Police say he is not considered a suspect.
This is an ongoing operation that has been going on for some time. We are looking at several incidents of murder that have occurred in and around Los Angeles County, and these are some very dangerous individuals that we need to serve warrants on it and see if we can get them into custody.
Back in 1996, Suge Knight was in this BMW with Tupac Shakur on the Las Vegas Strip when another car pulled alongside and someone inside began firing. Tupac was shot 5 times and died several days later. Suge walked away from the shooting with just minor injuries. 6 months later, Notorious B.I.G., whose real name is Christopher Wallace, was murdered in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. And just 2 weeks ago, Jam Master Jay was shot in the head execution style at his recording studio in Queens. We tried calling the Row Records to speak to Suge Knight, but our calls would not return. Todd, back to you.
Enrique Correa in the newsroom.
Enrique Correa is live outside the court in Lower Manhattan with the very latest. Enrique?
That's right, Cindy. The jury is still deliberating upstairs. They're trying to find out if Rocco Graciosa is guilty of assault or is it just a case of self-defense. Today in Manhattan criminal court, the jury heard the slurred profanity-laced 911 call of David Wells again. They also watched the video from the surveillance camera of the Upper East Side diner where Rocco Graciosa punched Yankee pitcher David Wells in the face. During the defense's summation, attorney Henry Mazurek told the jury that Rocco Graciosa punched Wells because he was intimidated by the 6'4", 240-pound pitcher. Mazurek says Wells grabbed his client's shoulder, and in an act of self-defense, Graciosa punched Wells, knocking out some teeth. The defense feels they'll be cleared of all assault charges.
David Wells was the aggressor in this case, and the people haven't proved it.
However, the prosecution says Graciosa was making fun of Wells and sucker punched his client when the Yankee pitcher came out of the bathroom. The prosecution contends Wells was not looking for trouble because he was the one who called police after the altercation. Mel Sachs, who is David Wells' lawyer, spoke for the pitcher who was not in court today.
David Wells was victimized and this man committed a violent crime.
If Rocco Graciosa is found guilty, he faces up to a year in jail. We're live in Lower Manhattan. I'm Enrique Correa, CBS 2 News. Back to you, Todd.
Enrique, thank you.